Welcome to another Author Tube experience, our tour. And I'm so glad that you decided to join me on today in this space, in this place. And you all know how we're going to do it. We're going to give you a chance to gather into the room. So we're going to get started in the next few minutes. But until then, listen, just let's dance with me, okay? Let's have a little dance party. Let's loosen up. Let's shake. So while we are waiting, while we are anticipating, ready? I can't see you. Come on. Let's loosen up. Let's get ourselves together. Let's feel the vibe. Let's feel the atmosphere. I am here for you. Okay, while you dancing, while you are vibing, let me know what's up in the comments. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Okay, I'm going to shout you out. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know if you're catching the replay. If you are binge watching. All right. We're going to give ourselves a few more minutes of dance time, because this is what it's all about. We are here. We are livening up. We are having a party. We are enjoying ourselves. We are relaxing. We are opening up our minds, our hearts, our soul, our spirit to what the atmosphere is calling for on today. Listen, I can't wait to share with you. Okay, I got some more yumminess. Okay, we want to make this another great experience. Okay, we're just going to keep going and going. Excuse me. Are y'all feeling it? Are y'all feeling it? Y'all like my dance move? Full dance move? Yep. Party over here. This is what it's all about. Come on. Let me know if you're a single parent. Let me know if you're a single mom. Let me know if you're a single father. Let me know your status. Because I'm a single parent. I'm a single mother. And we are making it happen. Y'all like that? This is called the punch bag move. It's a good workout as well. You can take it up in the air. Roll it down. Roll it down. This is not a workout section. This is all about knowing who I am as a writer, as an author, becoming familiar with me, so that when you purchase my book, you know, or when you follow along, when you begin to enjoy and explore any of my writings, that you know what you're going to get. As you see, this is who I am, full of energy, optimistic, want to have fun, enjoying life. And you're going to get that in my book, What's Your I Can Realize Your I Can in Purpose, Business, and Family. If you have not purchased your copy as of yet, what are you waiting on? What are you waiting for? What else is there that needs to be said, needs to be done, and needs to be heard in order for you to go ahead and make that move on today to get your copy and join the Author Tube and ask those questions, follow along, and just be even more part of the Author Tube experience. Because if you are engaging, if you're asking questions, if you are commenting, if you are reading, if you are, writing, taking notes, this is going to be an impactful event for you. You are going to feel empowered. You're going to feel as if you are an influencer, and you are an influencer in your community, in your home, in your space, wherever you are occupying. If you're going to work, if you're going to school, wherever you are an influencer. And so what I only want to empower you to do is to pull out your greatest self and to be even more of a powerful influence. Okay, so get the book. Make sure that you are commenting, because if you have not, listen, I encourage you to go ahead and binge watch. Go back to the first AuthorTube, tour, and get the housekeeping. Hear the rules, hear what's going on, because you don't want to miss out on what's coming up at the very end of the AuthorTube tour. I have something amazing to release for you, not everyone, but only one of you. Okay. And so I cannot wait to be able to share that with you guys coming up soon. So this is our second week for the AuthorTube tour, and I am thrilled to have each and every one of you to join me, however you are joining me on this day, during this move, during this tour, and wherever city that you're dropping in from. I appreciate you for showing up. I appreciate you for traveling. I appreciate you for making that effort, carving out time and saying that you are wanting to be a part of this event, even though it is virtual. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay that you're on the other side of the screen. We can feel as if we are apart, right? So let me know where you are. If you're in your living room, if you are at your job, if you are at school, let me know where you are tuning in from. So don't get in trouble though. But I want you to, I want to know, I want to be in the same atmosphere, in the same, place and space with you, so that we can really be connected and just, make this tour even greater, right? So if you have not caught this past Fridays, which was Good Friday, which was yesterday's AuthorTube, we had an amazing guest with us on yesterday. Okay. And it was a privilege for me. It was an honor for me to be able to sit down and have a conversation with my very own sister, Kimberly Smith Oyedele. Okay. I am so excited to be able to hear the message and hear her, how she is making it as a writer. So our yesterday's conversation was about making it as a writer, the challenges that she faced as a mother, as a woman, as a wife. What challenges she faced, and what strategies she had in place, or what did she have to do in order to successfully navigate the challenges that she was faced with. And she dropped some mad gems on yesterday. You have to go back and watch yesterday's Making It Happen with author Kimberly Smith Oyedele. She is a African-American children's author, and I'm going to go ahead and share her information so that you can, you have a child, you may be in school and you may want a new book for your library, so that your child can, expand and grow and develop in the most beautiful way possible. And she is the person to help achieve those goals. Not only is she an author, but she has decades of experience as being a pre-K, child, care teacher. So not only that, she's seen a lot of personalities. She spoke with a lot of parents, and she understood or understands a lot of the issues or challenges, joys that parents face. And even being a pre-K teacher, she understands the books that may not have, specifically spoke to the African-American culture and the way they were written. And her books answers those, voids, meet those needs and all those things. But her message was beautiful. Her message of how she inspires herself to write. So we talked about self-care as a writer and what that looked like emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, and what tools or resources or strategies she has in place, in order to help her navigate these different terrains as making it as a writer. It is amazing. Not only that, she shared like some real gems, real resources with you guys. For those that are new to authorship, or you're just thinking about it and you don't know where to start, she dropped some really, really great resources to get you started. So I want you to go and make sure right after this, listen, let's binge, okay? We could binge watch Netflix, our favorite movies and all those things. Let's binge watch these AuthorTube, this AuthorTube tour. Go back and catch the replays, because I promise you, you will be filled with so much wisdom, knowledge, understanding. You will see that you are not alone. You will see that there are other people who have experienced, or maybe experiencing exactly what you are dealing with, what you're going through, the challenges, the fears that you may be facing right now. During this AuthorTube, we're going to this is like a place for you to transform your life as an author. This is the hub. This is the space. Okay. And those of you who are single parents, because as I stated, my author Kimberly Smith Oyedele, she is a married woman. So I brought her on board because she can talk about how to make it as a writer, as a married woman, as a mother, as a and as also as a individual, right? Because we have to figure out how to bring harmony to every aspect of our life. Us as single parents, we are having to figure that out, because we have taken on way more roles than just the traditional dual parent home. And so we are having to figure out how, and some of us may be feeling as if, man, I am a single parent, but I want to write, but where do I have the time? I don't see where I have the time in writing. Guess what? I answer those questions as well. Go ahead and check out my roadmap to publishing. I'm telling you, this is your hub for making it as a writer. This is your hub for breaking limiting belief. This is your hub for being transformed, renewed, for, realizing your I can in purpose, business, and family. Okay. So this is your space. This is your moment. This is your time. This is your place. So I encourage you to go ahead and get your notepad, go ahead and get your pencil or pen, or take out your laptop and get to writing down notes, get to copying down notes, okay? So that you can have it in your treasure chest, in your arsenal, so that you can use the weapons that you have put inside, so that you can fight these different, as my writing, the character in my book says, nemesis and his agents that he sent his way to stop progress, to block your success. So if you have these tools and these resources, if you have this AuthorTube, let's listen. You may know someone else that's an author and they are facing challenges in their writing. They have writer's block, as they say, or they're feeling depressed and oppressed, or they're facing all types of facts and circumstances that may be pulling at them and making them feel like, man, this is not for me. I'm just done because the writing is too much. I don't know enough. Listen, we talk about all of that. This is the space for you. This is the place for you. We are going to be unpacking different layers that it requires to be a writer. And not just to be any type of writer, to be a successful writer, and understanding what that looks like to you, how to go about becoming a successful writer, and just ruling your space, dominating that area, dominating you becoming an author, and all those, and that, how you see yourself. Okay. So this is it. This is the space. This is the time. This is the place. And so I am excited that you are here with me on today. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a break. All right. We're going to do like a 30-second break. You can go do what you need to do. Grab your coffee, grab your tea, grab your snack. Okay. And meet me back here in 30 seconds for the second half of reading you my excerpts, my favorite writings in my book. Okay, so I will see you shortly. All right, so again, go ahead and grab everything you need and meet me back in 30 seconds. Right, we are back, and you know what that means. I always like to re-enter our room with a little dancing. Okay, are you ready? You gonna dance with me? You gonna dance with me? I know you still trying to get yourself settled, trying to find your seating again, trying to find that perfect page. Okay, and while you're doing that, just let the music just vibe just for a few seconds. Just vibe with me. Are you ready? Because I'm ready. Are you ready? All right, we're ready. We are ready to get started. All right, you guys, welcome to another, reading you excerpts from my book, my favorite things I have written. Look at that. I am so excited to share with you my favorite things I have written from my newly released book, What's Your I Can, Realize Your I Can, and Purpose, Business, and Family. You can go ahead and purchase your copy today off of bit.ly/what's your I can. It is scrolling across the bottom so that you will be able to plug it in the right way so you won't miss anything. Okay, so listen, if you were with me the first Saturday of this month, and you were, able to hear or feel the atmosphere, it was electrifying. Okay. The atmosphere was so charged. It was so filled with, words of inspiration, words of motivation, words of wisdom, words of direction, words that were full of strategies, words that were transforming your life, our life, changing our story, realizing our I can, helping us to live our utopian world now. Okay, this is not some futuristic type of conversation here, as in you have to wait to a certain level to achieve or live in your utopian world. Your utopian world can start right now. Your changing your narrative can start right now. Realizing who you are can start right now. You don't have to wait until you go back to school. You don't have to wait till your children are grown. You don't have to wait until that next paycheck or whatever you send into yourself that you are waiting. Oh, I will make it happen when this happens, or I'll make it happen in the next 5 months, or the next 5 weeks, or the next year. I will make it happen. Then once I get myself, together, then I will make these, changes. But the change starts now, right? The change starts now. The change starts today. The change starts when you realize your I can. And I pray that in this moment, you realize your I can. During this AuthorTube tour, I pray that you realize your I can, and you begin to make those changes necessary to realign yourself with your purpose, with your destiny, with your calling, with your assignment, with who you want to be. Become congruent with who you want to be today, and blossom and become the greatest you that you can ever be, right? Okay, so I want to share like a few of my favorite writings from my book, of course. Okay, so and then we're just going to go with whatever the flow of today or this moment is all about. Okay, we have 10 minutes and we're just gonna rock with it. We're just gonna go with it. If you have any questions, I do want to say this. If you have any questions about what I'm reading, listen, you want to join me Monday because that's when the Q&A will be taking place. So leave your questions in the comments, right? And I'm going to take your questions and I'm going to answer them on Monday, all right? But if I see if it's something that's really needed to help you, get your breakthrough on today, I'm going to go ahead and respond, all right? So, but if it's something that, hey, we can make this, wait until Monday, I'm going to gather all the questions. We're going to have a Q&A on Monday, and I will answer the questions that you have left behind during today's event. Okay, so that's how this is going to work. But go ahead and leave. Go ahead and talk to me. Go ahead and share. Go ahead and write them in the comments, and we're going to make it happen. Okay. So any question about the what I'm reading you, book process, you can ask those questions. Okay. So are you ready? I am ready. Listen, I am so ready. So my first reading, I'm going to read, let's see. This particular excerpt says, and I don't know if I'm going to read a lot or just a little bit, like if my excerpt is going to only be a sentence or maybe a paragraph. So if you want me to keep reading it, then let me know, okay? If you want to listen to a little bit more, let me know. But get the book, okay? You want the book. Now, this one says, pain is a seed, and where we plant the seed determines what our harvest will be. Somebody needs to go ahead and put that on social media and tag me in it. Okay, I'm going to read this one more time because someone missed what I just said. This was a mouthful, okay? Listen. Pain is a seed, and where we plant the seed determines what our harvest will be. Now, what does this mean? I'm going to read a little bit more. We can plant in the soil of revenge, and that will be our heart craves. That will be all our heart craves. The seed can be planted in the ground of bitterness, and your life will only produce bitter moments, experiences, and memories of bitterness. Pain can be planted in the ground of forgiveness, and your heart and your harvest will be a guilt-free conscience. So again, pain is a seed, and where we plant the seed determines what our harvest will be. Oh, that is powerful. That right there caused me to realize or talk, what's my IQ? Where do I want my seeds to be planted? Where do I want this pain that I am experiencing to be planted? And what do I want to be, what harvest do I want to get from this? What is the reward that I want to reap from my pain? They say hurt people hurt people. Is that what I'm really going for? Am I really going to hurt someone else? Am I really wanting, someone to really feel what I'm feeling? Or do I really want someone not to feel what I'm feeling? Because I know the feeling of this pain. I know the feeling of this go through. I know the feeling of this hurt. So you have to determine within yourself where you want your pain to be planted. It is a seed. And what you plant, it's going to grow. Where you plant it makes all the difference. Where you plant it. You want to plant your pain in love? I'm going to love in spite of this. Guess what you're going to receive? You're going to begin to receive an abundance of love. I want to plant my pain in the space, in the soil of joy. Yeah, I may be hurting. Yeah, I may be sorrowful. Yeah, I may be going through this. But when I plant it in joy, guess what has no choice but to take over? Joy. And you're going to be amazing other people when they look at you and know your go through and know what you have been experiencing, and they're going to see you full of joy it's going to inspire the next individual. It's going to, if you're a single parent, it's going to inspire your child. If you are you in ministry and you're experiencing pain, so this is not just about, being a single parent. It's not just about being, in a relationship, but wherever you are and you are experiencing pain, listen, where you planted matters. Pain, I feel like this is worth me reading it again. It says pain is a seed, and where we plant the seed determines what our harvest will be. And listen, I am going to read something that I saw, on Facebook on today, like right before I, came on and started this tour. This is from Apostle Axel Sipach. He said, what are you building with the anointing and gifts God has given you? And I'm reading this in relation to pain. Abraham put seed. This is the part that really spoke to me. Your seed, your pain is your seed. Abraham put seed into Hagar and produced an Ishmael. Years later, he put seed into Sarah and produced Isaac. One was a son of the flesh, the other the son of the promise. Was the seed different? Was the pain different? No. What was the pattern he put the seed into? One was of the flesh and one was of the spirit. What are you putting your spiritual seed into, your anointing into? Some are putting it into old wineskin, Ichabod, structures where the glory has departed and that God says, I'm not building. Others into heavenly patterns, being prepared for a new generation to experience the glory. What are you putting your seed into? The seed of pain, because what you're putting into is what your children are going to experience, what people around you are going to experience. And tell yourself, well, how do I want to leave this earth? How do I want to, when I get older and the things that are going on, how do I want people to remember me? This is powerful. Listen, I know sometimes we have to chew on things. Sometimes we have to take a moment and really think. I hope you're writing this down. Pain is a seed, and where we plant the seed determines what our harvest will be. Okay? So let's do the next one. I have one more for you, and then we are going to wrap this up and have ourselves a wonderful Saturday, right? Okay, so listen. The first person to ever invest in you is God. Okay? The same way he spoke about knowing Jeremiah the prophet is the same way he knows you and all that he placed on the inside of you. The very first person to ever invest in you is God. You are full of resources and innate potential. You are full of treasures. You are full of hidden gems. You are full of creativity. You are full of innovative ideas. You are full of love and joy, and you are richly invested in, richly, greatly invested in. You have so much in you that God fashioned you in a manner that no one else is fashioned after. 8 billion people on this earth, and you are the only person with your fingerprint. 8 billion people. That's how invested he is in you, to create you and put his stamp of approval in a different manner than he hasn't done with any other person. You are full of purpose, you are full of resources, and full of potential. Listen, I hope that you are encouraged, that you are inspired, and that you know who you are. I hope that today, Arthur Tube has given you strength, has given you purpose, has given you understanding, has given you guidance, has filled you with hope, has transformed your way of thinking as an author, as a writer, to let you know that whatever you are writing today, it is needed. It is needed. This world needs your voice. This world needs your story. This world needs your I can. And not only the world as a whole, but your world, your community, your society, your environment needs what you have on the inside of you. This is your girl, Christy Angeli. I am the successful Titan single mom, transformative speaker, biblical business growth strategist, and personal chef. Thank you so much for joining me on another week for my Author Tube tour. I cannot wait to see you. Until then, what's your I can?